Hi, this is Jeff King, aka Redbeard, and today we're covering the Harbor Freight Father's Day 3-day sale and Extreme Slash Prices sale. Last time I had the window showing myself in the upper left-hand corner. I felt it covered up too much of the ad and was a little bit confusing. But you guys let me know. We'll try it this way. And if you prefer this, being able to see more of the ad as I comment about it. I mean, I don't think you really need to see my lovely mug. But if you do, if you think the facial expressions and stuff add something to it, then we can go back to the other way, or we can try a back and forth kind of thing. Harbor Freight, Extreme Slash Prices, Father's Day sales. Let's start off. First of all, one thing we always want to do is you want to grab these things anytime they come out. The 20% off coupons, you always want to grab those. The next thing, every week they'd come out with a new free this, free that, and then they kind of switched it to free with purchase. And I think now we're coming back to seeing a lot more of the free items again. These things are awesome. I've been collecting these things for some time now. Don't get me wrong, the light's not great. I mean, it's not something you could, light up a whole room or anything. But they're great for several little specific needs. Like, I use them on my power tools. Like, I'll put one on a bandsaw, or put one on my circular saw, or my drill press to light up the work area. The item next to it, free tape measure. I mean, everyone needs a tape measure, but they're not great tape measure. It's not bad, but if you need a little pocket tape measure, it's not bad. But these 4-inch magnetic parts holders, I can't get enough of these things. I could have one at every single workstation. I use them all the time. We come over here, the 30-inch 5-in-1 drawer glossy red tool cart. That's not bad. I'm pretty sure I've seen a better price on that. Always beware of when it says this, compare at $349. That's not the price that this item has ever sold for. They're saying that the competitor's item sells at that price. The 3-ton steel heavy-duty floor jack with rapid pump. It's not bad. If you need a floor jack and you do some occasional kind of stuff, this is not a bad floor jack. I'm not saying this is a run out and buy it kind of floor jack. They've recently come out with these aluminum ones that are anodized. They're marketing them to like the the high speed crowd. And at first I thought it was kind of stupid and kind of silly when I saw them. But I'll be honest, after picking up a couple and playing with them, the aluminum ones are lightweight enough to make me honestly consider getting some, because they're the kind of thing I can toss around. I can hang on a light hook on the wall or something. These floor jacks and the other tools, the other car tools that are similar to this, do weigh a ton. But I don't know anything about the pressure washers, the drill driver sets. I don't have personal experience with these things. I'm talking about these right here. I don't have any personal experience with it, but I have read lots and lots of reviews on it, and some people swear by them. I am a big fan of rigid tools, so I don't really delve into that. But at $40 for a cordless drill driver, I mean, well, let me know. If you guys have experience with it, let me know. I've heard good things. It's not really my choice. The 3-gallon oilless hot dog air compressor. I'm not a fan of the oilless compressors. I have found in my experience that if you're going to get one that burns out, an oil versus oilless, being able to change the oil and because that's what they use for lubrication and cooling, that really extends the life of a hard-working compressor. Okay, on the bottom half here, the paint sprayer. I haven't used this paint sprayer, but I'd like to hear if anybody else has used it, because I've been thinking about it. I don't know anything about the winches. Maybe one day I'll play around with those. This thing, the plasma cutter. This has an interesting cult following among the people who are into 3D printers and CNC machines. You can pick up a CNC kit for just shy of $1,000 that is robust enough to mount the power head from this, and now you've got a CNC plasma cutter. That's on one of my wish list projects, but not for today. The 8-in-1 5-speed bench drill press. This goes on sale all the time. I wouldn't run out. If you need a drill press and you need just a little one just to get some basic stuff done, it's a decent drill press. It really is. It's not great. It's got some wobble in it. If you're just doing short depth kind of holes, it's just fine. If you're doing anything, if you're going way out to the full 8 inches on it, you're going to get some wobble. Don't think that you're going to get something that's going to be exact. I mean, it's a $60 drill press, but I have one. I've used it for years. I'm phasing it out in favor of a floor standing drill press, but it's a great starter drill press. And I'm coming out with a video here soon that is the Harbor Freight starting workshop, and comes up with a methodology for starting with Harbor Freight tools and then migrating yourself up to some better quality tools as you can afford them as they become available. This is not a bad cutoff tool. It doesn't have maybe as much horsepower as you might hope for some of the larger end tools, but from what I've seen as far as cost, for $20 for a cutoff tool, I don't use them a great deal. So for me, it's it's every once in a while kind of thing, and I like it. The 24-inch high velocity shop fan. So if any of you remember where I live, it gets stupid hot during the summer. We're not quite in the desert. We're in the Central Valley here in California, but it gets warm. And having a shop fan is what makes your shop usable in the summer. And I've been looking at these industrial style shop fans and been checking the prices. And this is about on par with the prices that I've been seeing for a 24-inch shop fan. That said, that's not what I expect from Harbor Freight. I don't expect on par prices. I've looked at the quality on these. I mean, it looks like Harbor Freight quality. I've seen as good or better at other places. So I was in a Do It Best lumber hardware shop that's in my area, and they had their version of a 24-inch velocity shop fan for, I believe it was $89.99. So that's $30 less than this. Now, that's of course going to be another one of these. Your mileage may vary, because I'm trying to verify that is indeed the price that you're going to get. And actually, I think I have. Yep, there we go. Do It Best, $89.97, say 33%. This is $30 cheaper than the Harbor Freight shop fan. I don't really have any experience with it. I can't say that this is better, but it looks a lot like the Harbor Freight Chicago Machinery 24-inch shop fan. If you look at the quality on it, the wheels are attached directly to the housing itself. There's the other foot for it. I gotta say, I think this is a better buy. Yeah, if we look at this. So this fan sits on the wheels, and its little third wheel, or its third leg there, and that's it. It's stuck in that position. There's no tilt mechanism at all. And then, the price here says $149, but right now it's going to be on sale for $119. But right now, from Do It Best, you can get the same quality fan. Let's see if the zoom gets us. Boy, that looks like the same blades, the same construction, everything, except rather than mounting the wheels directly to the housing, they have put it on this little carriage dolly. What does that get you? That gets you the ability to tilt. So now you have the same fan. Now granted, could be different motors, could be, they probably got OEM from the same shop in China for all we know. But we'll see if we got any specs on it. 24 volt, 2-speed, 120 features of vertical tilt, 2 speeds, rotary switch, and a 30 by 30 and 1.5 overall height. CFM is 6475 to 7700, epoxy coated, plastic wheels, conductor ground type, 60 hertz, blah blah blah. All right, does he 1/3 horsepower and a thermostat? Really? So let's see what we get on the Central. 24-inch, 120, average 145. Product height is 27. What was the product height? Well, the product height on the Do It Best one is going to be a little bit taller because it's on that little carriage. High velocity airflow, commercial grade with grounded power, thermal overload protection, low and high speed. So it's 2-speed also. 2 carry handles, built-in wheels for portability, powder coated for long life. And here we go. We got the CFM. Now, granted, these are factory numbers, and who knows, but it's saying the low-speed CFM is 5250, the high-speed CFM is 7200. The low-speed CFM on the Do It Best is 6475. The high-speed is 7700. It looks like we may have found a Harbor Freight killer. And in that regards, we're going to have to give this the big red X and say Do It Best on that one. I'll put the link for Do It Best in the description below. So let's see if we can zip through the rest of this stuff. The mini speed, sockets. You know how tools are at Harbor Freight. The loading ramps. I don't know much about those. Nailing hammers, breaker bars. The survival knife. Don't be buying your survival knives from Harbor Freight. Just if you want to survive, don't do that. Anyway, good luck. Happy shopping. If you have any questions or comments, please leave it in the comments section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on Harbor Freight. This is, again, feedback from my experience. I've bought a lot of tools from Harbor Freight, some good, some bad, some okay, and some just amazing. And I fully believe that you can start with Harbor Freight and work your way up from there and not actually lose any money in your investment. A video on that's coming up soon, because if you buy them right, if you buy them on sale, if you buy them with the right coupons, you can use them for 2 or 3 years and turn around and resell them on Craigslist and probably get just as much money as you paid for them new. Take that money and apply it for something else that you've been shopping around for and you've been waiting for the price to come down, or you've been saving up for, just the same way I have. And so there's no reason to sit around waiting for the perfect opportunity. Start with what you can and work your way up. And hold the phone. Just as I was thinking that we found you the best deal you can get, got an urge to do a little bit of online shopping and check out, see what else I could find. And I found this from some company I've never heard of before. Fleet Farm, proudly serving America's heartland since 1955. I guess I wasn't paying enough attention when I was in America's heartland, but Comfort Zone 24-inch industrial drum fan, $69.99. But here's where things get a little bit different. Whereas the Do It Best fan does look exactly like the Harbor Freight fan, except on the carriage, this is obviously a much different fan. The fan blades are metal, or I should say a silver metal. The carriage is similar, but obviously different. If you look at the wheels on the Do It Best fan and you look at the wheels here, the wheels on this are a lot cheaper. We're talking just like a plastic disc versus an actual wheel. There is no high-res photo that I could find of this, and I did search online. If you look at the mountings on this, the mountings look a good bit cheaper. I would say all around, this is a cheaper construction fan. If we look at the specs, I mean, granted the size is the same, but this one does have 3 speeds. But doesn't really give us much more. Just because it's 3 speeds doesn't mean that that's better. I don't know what to say about this one. I have no experience with this company. I have no experience with this fan. For my money, I think I'd probably still go with the unbranded fan from Do It Best. I like the style of wheels better. The construction of the fan, to me, looks like it's a little bit more robust. I like the mounting of the grate to the drum better than on the other one. But it's up to you, I'm not going to say one way is better than the other, except that's kind of what I do. Anyway, just wanted to add that bit in there. Good luck, good shopping. Anyway, I'm Redbeard. You all have a happy Father's Day, and shine on.